CQCQDX.
Hey, it's me, Shane from Gemini Garage, and since I've had so much going on with the President Washington radio here, I thought I would take the time to do a little review and demonstration on the President Washington. This is the remote Bluetooth microphone. So it's remote hands-free microphone. It has a little adapter that you plug into here, and then this thing is rechargeable here, and its own little microphone thing. It's got a little strap here for you to either wrap it around a steering wheel or whatever. So yeah, we're gonna check this out, so stick with me. Alright, I'm back, and guess we'll just get a good look at this thing real quick here before I take it out of the package here. Again, this is the President Remote BT mic, and it says hands-free, plug and play. So there we go, that's the package there. This thing was stapled too, so had to take the staples out. That was enjoyable. So let's get into it here. Alright, let's take the old microphone off here, since we're not going to... By the way, since we're messing around with microphones and this hands-free stuff, I did want to show you real quick. This does have a voice-operated transmit on it. It does have a level in there from 1 to 5. I believe this one's set on 5. But when you push this button, if you talk loud enough and in the proper direction, this microphone here will pick it up. Let's see here. Audio. So you can see right there, and that'll do work with this mic here and with the stock one there. I don't know about other microphones because a lot of other microphones are 4-pin. These are 6. I don't know if that's all part of it being a 6-pin or just exactly how that works. But anyways, a real quick demo on the voice-operated transmit there. So moving along, I'm going to take the Digimic off of there. We're going to come back over here to opening this thing up here. What we got here is an adapter, and that goes in there. It's actually called a dongle, but you won't catch me using that word very much because never mind. Anyways, what you got here is an adapter. It goes in there, and then here you basically have your Bluetooth microphone. It's got a rechargeable battery in the back here, and then it's got this is your push to talk button here. This is your up and down channel button here, and there's a couple different ways. If you push this button here and this button here, or this button here and this button here, it changes a couple of options on there, and I'll go through that in a second. What else do we have in here? We have a small little plastic piece here for part of the holder, I'm assuming. We've got some instructions here, but the instructions are halfway decent. They are folded up into a way that you'll reminisce and feel like you're using an old road map by the time you get done folding these things back up. Nevertheless, they're fairly decent. Just a couple of other little slips of paper in here. This is just a warranty papers, it looks like. Again, that's what your card in there looks like. They show it in here as strapping that onto the steering wheel, and that's what they say to do in the instructions. And then there's, of course, the adapter that's plugged into there. So, of course, we'll do all that in a minute here. That's pretty much all that was in here, except for the charging cord. So, there you go. Instructions, microphone, adapter, charging cord. And we got ourselves a radio here. So, according to the instructions, what it says to do is to just plug this in to the radio. Now it says to turn the radio off. We'll plug this in. I don't know that you have to turn the radio off, but we'll just do that because that's what the instructions say. So we've got that plugged in there. This runs off the power of the radio. It does not need to be charged or recharged. This, as you saw, has the rechargeable battery in it, so this is what you would use the charging cable on. Alright, turn the radio on, just like normal. That, it says, will flash every 5 seconds or so red. Unless it's paired up, and then I believe it maybe has a little bit of a different flash going on there. So let's see. So this thing here, after you charge this thing up, there's a tiny little switch here on the side. It's an on-off switch. Once you turn it on, it will tell you that it is on, and then after a few seconds, when it comes on, the light will flash red, and then in a few seconds it'll pair, and then I believe it turns green and tells you that it's paired. So let's see.
Power on.
Alright.
Connected.
Connected, it said. Okay. So there we go. Now, what you do is there's a couple different ways to set this thing up. You can set it up so that when you push this, it basically stays keyed up until you push it again, and then it disconnects. Or you can have it where it's like a regular microphone, push to talk, push down, hold it in, you're transmitting, let off, and you go back to a regular receive here. So I'm just going to kind of push it in here and I'll show you. And you can see right there that it was transmitting or getting ready to transmit. So once again, I'm just going to read the instructions real quick here. Road map here. That's okay. So it says here, basically you've got push to talk button is of course this one here. Your up down buttons for the channel are right there. And then you've got two modes. Mode 1, default mode. Press once to talk, press a second time to receive a message. So like I said, you press it and it keys up and stays keyed up, and then you press it again to unkey it and put it in the receive mode. To do that, you press and hold buttons 2 and 1 for 2 seconds. Mode 2, which would be, and it shows you right on here, right here, which buttons are which. So to put it into that mode, you'd hold in these two buttons here, and then that flashes, and then like it'll transmit, it'll just keep transmitting until you hit the button again. Like that. And if you want to have it the way that it was before, or the other way, I believe you press in 1 and 3. And then that's the regular just push to talk. Let off and goes back to receive. So that's kind of normally how it would work. I did test this out over the air with a friend, and I'll try and get some more testing done on it, but he said it sounded pretty good, but I had to have it close up to my mouth or up to my face. And that makes sense because the speaker on this is only so big. Now, they show it or tell you to put it on your steering wheel, but you're probably going to have to lean forward a little bit and talk into it. But that's really not a big deal because the quality of sound coming out of it was, according to my friend, a pretty decent quality. And this is still basically wireless. I mean, you don't have to deal with the microphone. If you're, for example, like you're doing this video, or maybe you're working around your workbench, you're talking on the radio, you're holding on to this thing, you've got this in your pocket, or maybe you're holding on to it. You can still talk to this while you're moving around and you're not tethered with the cord. So it definitely has its place. Like I said, whether or not you'd want it right on the steering wheel, the steering wheel would be fine. You were just going to have to lean up and put your face a little closer to the steering wheel is all. But I will put this in one of the vehicles and do a quick test on it just to kind of see how it transmits and what it sounds like driving down the road in the vehicle. You can also use these arrows to adjust the noise reduction settings. So while you're using this, you can turn the noise reduction setting on and off. So I think that's pretty much it for the basics of this thing. The only other thing that I noticed that this does not seem to do, or at least I can't figure out how to get it to do that, and that is, I just showed you the voice-operated transmit with the microphone there, the Digimic. I cannot get it to do that with this. I don't believe this will allow you to use that voice-operated transmit, probably because it's Bluetooth. Maybe it just doesn't have that capability. It doesn't say anywhere in here that it has that capability either. Now you would think, because it says wireless and hands-free, that you put this on your steering wheel and then you just kind of push a button or do something and talk into it, but it doesn't really work that way. Probably why in the one mode that you can put this in, you just push this in and it just keeps transmitting. So I guess, if you look at it that way, where you just pushed it, kept transmitting, and then when you were done, just hit it again. I guess that's kind of your hands-free there. So once again, that's been my finding with it, and the instructions, don't say that it's capable of doing a voice operated transmit. So I'm just going to assume that it doesn't. But of course, if it does, please leave a comment in the comment section and let me know if I'm missing something or doing something wrong. But again, it definitely has its place, because like I said, you've got this small thing here. You can move around, walk around with it. Matter of fact, I'm going to walk over here out of the room a little bit and see. I can kind of see how far it's transmitting. 1, 2. A little ways.
1, 2, check. 1, 2.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how far stuff like this Bluetooth stuff transmits. I'm sure probably, throughout your house, or, at least within the adjoining rooms. But, so there you go. It's perfectly useful for that. And, if you got a car, maybe even like a motorhome or something where you got your radio at the front end and you're walking around in the back. So, lots of uses, I think, for this. But I do want to make clear that it doesn't seem like it works off of a voice-operated transmit. Could be wrong, though. So with that, I'm going to set this down and kind of... I got to get a cord and some stuff set up. I'm going to put this in one of the vehicles along with this, and then I'm going to put the camera, train the camera on one of my other radios, and go for a little spin down the road and see how it works. So stick with me. Okay, well, this is pretty much the setup here. You can see I got it attached to the steering wheel right here, and then that's the Washington right there, and then I got a magnet mount antenna just stuck on the top, and the coax running through the window there. So anyways, this camera's going to be inside taking the video footage and getting it on the other radio in there. So, but I just wanted to show the setup. So there you go.
Alright, this is the microphone. I'm a normal distance away from it without the car running. This I'm that's going to sound halfway decent. But let me start it up. This vehicle's a little noisy, so we should get a good idea of how much sound it picks up. Alright, that's been running. And again, you can adjust the noise canceling settings on this, although I'm not going to do that because I don't want to filter anything out right now. And I'm going to say that again. Again, the engine's running, and you can filter out the noise with the noise canceling on this, but I'm just going to kind of leave it on there. So here we go. Okay, I'm just actually driving with my hand on the wheel and my head in the normal speaking position. I'm not up close to it. And now I'm up close to it, which is probably where you want to talk, about 4 or 5 inches away. And now normal speaking position again. And then back up close. I'm going to turn the air on. That'll probably make too much noise, but just because. Back with the air on, that's probably can't even hear me. Again, that's with the air on, probably can't hear, so you're going to have your stuff turned off if you're going to use this. Again, no air conditioning or anything on, normal speaking position. And then up close. Okay, this is with the noise reduction setting off, and it's a normal distance. Noise reduction circuitry off, and then up close again, about 4 or 5 inches away from it. So we'll just do this whole thing over again. Vehicle's running, getting ready to take off here. Okay, once again, normal distance, about a foot, foot and a half away. Just proceeding forward here. Now I got my face up a little closer, about 4 or 5 inches away again. And then now back to the normal seating position. So again, the noise reduction circuitry was on about 3, so this should definitely be better up close again. And now back. Okay, just getting ready to turn around again here. Normal distance. And once again, normal speaking distance. No noise canceling on here at all. And now up a little bit closer. And now just for the heck of it, I'm going to throw the Digimic on there. And here's the Digimic, just normal up to my face, kind of how you'd hold it normally, just kind of for comparison. And then I'm going to turn the noise reduction circuitry on this to 3, which is where it was on the other one. And that's the NRC level on level 3 on the Digimic there. So just showing the difference between the Digimic and the level 3 on that and the Bluetooth mic. So that's about it. Alright, that's going to do it. So.
All right. Well, hopefully that was a educational, informational, and probably accidentally entertaining demonstration of this thing here. I think it's pretty cool. It definitely has its place. Like I said, I don't think it works on a voice activated or voice operated principle. I think you're still always going to have to kind of toggle that switch off and on if you want to talk into it, but that's okay. It alleviates this large microphone here. You're not tethered to the radio with a cord. It's Bluetooth, so if you're anywhere reasonably close to it, you're going to be able to use it. And as long as you can hear the radio, I mean, if you're in the back bedroom, it doesn't matter. If you can still hear the speaker on the radio, then you can still talk into it and talk on the radio if you need to. So it's, like I said, I think it has multiple uses other than just a car. So I've got another video or two I want to do on this radio, and then I'm probably going to not do a lot more videos. I've done just about every video you can do on this thing, but I've enjoyed doing them. There's a lot to it. Obviously, you've got, I mean, it hasn't been on the market that long, and you've got, you know, some pretty cool aftermarket choices for microphones. You've got this aftermarket docking station here, so still a lot going on with this radio, even though it's been out for about a year or so. I've enjoyed working with it. It's a great radio. It seems to take to pretty much whatever you do really well, and it's got a lot of adjustability in it. So, but anyways, again, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you got something out of it. Click the like and subscribe if you were educated or entertained, and we'll be on to the next video. So, thanks again for watching. Shane, Gemini Garage.